Beating Patrick Mahomes and company is hard enough, but when the refs are always throwing flags to help the Chiefs, it makes beating them practically impossible.
I wouldn't bet against the Chiefs, like I said, and with the refs. I never thought I would say that I thought games would rig.
How about we dive into 10 awful calls by the NFL refs in 2024 that were blatantly rigged for the Chiefs? INT, incomplete pass, Chiefs ball. The Chiefs were up 14-10 on the Buffalo Bills late in the second quarter of the AFC Championship game, looking to extend their lead before halftime. Facing a 3rd and 5 situation, Patrick Mahomes threw a desperate deep pass down the field that appeared to have been intercepted by Bills safety Cole Bishop inside the Kansas City 5-yard line. However, the officials awarded the reception to Chiefs rookie wide receiver Xavier Worthy, citing simultaneous possession. In the NFL, simultaneous possession always goes to the offense. It looks like Bishop has clear possession of the football here, and then Worthy just gets his hand in at the last second. The officials reviewed the play and determined that it was indeed a 26-yard reception for Worthy. Even Tony Romo was baffled by this final ruling.
Kansas City catch, and first down and goal.
Oh, Tony, I know you're not going to agree with this one.
That would set up a Mahomes rushing touchdown in order to extend the Chiefs' lead to 2 possessions. Josh Allen stopped on 4th down, but he really wasn't. Buffalo was clinging to a 1-point lead and faced a 4th and inches situation at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Convert, and you really have the defending champs on thin ice. Allen took the snap and tried to burst through the wall to get to the first down marker. At first glance, it certainly looked like he just barely reached that marker. Well, the officials discussed and actually ruled Allen short of the marker. Heck, they even reviewed it with the benefit of multiple camera angles and still concluded that Allen was short of the marker.
Watch him up here. He's in front of the line. He's below the line on the bottom. Those are 2 very different spots.
I don't know. A standard eye test kind of leaves you wondering how on earth he was ruled short. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo, and rules analyst Gene Steratore all expressed confusion by this ruling.
How did you see it, Gene?
I felt like he gained it by about 1/3 of the football, Jim. Tough play.
At any rate, Mahomes would put the Chiefs ahead with a 10-yard rushing touchdown on the ensuing drive, and Kansas City would never trail again as they squeaked out to a 32-29 victory. Will Anderson Jr. can't touch Patrick Mahomes. If it makes Buffalo fans feel any better, and we doubt it does, they were not the only team completely hosed by the officials in a 2024 playoff game against the Chiefs. You see, 8 days earlier, the Houston Texans experienced that same fate in the divisional round. The Texans, like the Bills, were on the wrong end of every botched call by the officials in this one. It all started in the first quarter with the teams tied 3-3, and Kansas City looking to convert a 3rd and long conversion. Mahomes' pass to Travis Kelce fell incomplete, with the Texans' D seemingly getting a huge stop. However, Texans star edge rusher Will Anderson Jr. was penalized for roughing the passer on Mahomes. Kansas City would tack on a field goal to take a 6-3 lead.
First contact was to the upper chest area. I didn't see anything there that supported a foul.
Which wasn't half bad for them, considering they should have been held to 0 points on that drive.
We knew it was going to be us against the refs going into this game.
And to think, the officiating miscues in this game weren't done yet. Clean hit on Patrick Mahomes equals unnecessary roughness. The Chiefs were leading the Texans 13-12 late in the 3rd quarter of their divisional round clash, looking to extend the lead to 8. On first down from the KC 35-yard line, Mahomes scrambled and gave himself up after a short gain. However, the officials flagged Texans linebacker Henry To'o for unnecessary roughness on the play, issuing a 15-yard penalty and automatic first down. ESPN analyst Troy Aikman was completely livid about this call.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 39.
Oh, come on. I could not disagree with that one more.
That 15-yard penalty would lead to Mahomes finding Travis Kelce for an 11-yard touchdown to put the Chiefs up by 8. And with that was basically it for the Texans, who were unable to overcome the momentum loss and game-changing call.
Troy, I agree with you. There's no forcible contact to the head neck area of him. That should not have been a foul.
Not 1, but 2 pathetic penalty calls against Houston involving clean contact on Patrick Mahomes, for crying out loud. Bear hugging an opponent in end zone is not pass interference. The Chiefs traveled to Atlanta to take on Kirk Cousins and the Falcons in a can't-miss Sunday Night Football Week 3 clash. Kansas City was clinging to a 22-17 lead late in the 4th quarter, but Cousins pieced together a promising drive that moved Atlanta to the Chiefs' 6-yard line. On 3rd and goal, Cousins spotted a mismatch in the end zone and threw the ball to tight end Kyle Pitts, who had 5 inches on Chiefs safety Brian Cook. Pitts wasn't able to catch the football, simply because Cook bear hugged him to force the incompletion. And if you, for some reason, need a spoiler alert, no, the refs did not throw a flag.
A lot of contact.
Head's not around. Didn't have a chance to make a play on the ball. Don't know about that one.
Instead of getting a first and goal at the 1, the Falcons were stopped on 4th down. Atlanta got one last chance to win it, but their game-winning drive stalled on a 4th and inches stop by the Chiefs defense. Hey, Trent Williams, only the Chiefs can sucker punch. The Chiefs visited the San Francisco 49ers in Week 7 at Levi's Stadium, a highly anticipated rematch of their thrilling Super Bowl 58 contest 8 months earlier. But as always, the refs just had to get involved and play a role in this one. Late in the 4th quarter, Chief safety Brian Cook, yes, him again, delivered an unnecessary sucker punch to the head of 49ers All-Pro offensive tackle Trent Williams as he was getting up from the ground. Understandably, a provoked Williams retaliated by punching Cook right back. But for some reason, only Williams was ejected, and Cook was allowed to finish out the Chiefs' 28-18 victory. Oddly as well, Williams got the bigger fine at $11,817, while Cook was only fined $8,442.64. How exactly Williams got ejected when Cook was the instigator and committed the exact same offense is just beyond us. Saving the day versus the Bengals. Well, Joe Burrow versus Patrick Mahomes Part 5 certainly did not disappoint. You know, if you can discount the controversial ending that put a damper on a potential Game of the Year candidate. As always, Burrow and the Bengals gave the Chiefs a run for their money in their Week 2 clash at Arrowhead Stadium. The Bengals led 26-25 with under 3 minutes remaining when they punted the ball back to KC. The Chiefs looked kind of done for when Wanya Morris committed a brutal illegal hands to the face penalty that brought up a 4th and 16 situation with 48 seconds left. Mahomes scrambled and threw a deep pass to Rashee Rice that fell incomplete, seemingly securing the win for the visitors. However, the sideline official curiously waited until the pass fell incomplete to throw a flag against Bengals safety Dijon Anthony, who was called for pass interference.
Throw it on the run, and it's broken up, and there's no flag. Home flag comes in late.
The officials discussed the flag, and of course it held up, despite the ball looking completely uncatchable. So of course, the Chiefs took advantage of this questionable call with Harrison Butker booting the game-winning 51-yard field goal. To make matters worse for the Bengals, they wound up missing out on the postseason by 1 game. Or, you know, if the refs didn't throw this flag and keep the Chiefs alive, the Bengals would have made the postseason. Just saying. Brandon Jones' illegal contact penalty. Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos visited the defending Super Bowl champions at Arrowhead Stadium in Week 10, looking for their first road win against Kansas City since 2015. And boy, did Sean Payton's crew come out firing in this one. A pair of second-quarter touchdowns silenced Arrowhead and had the Broncos leading 14-3 late in the 3rd quarter. With a near-perfect performance on defense in the first half, it certainly looked like KC was about to suffer their first loss of the season. Facing a pivotal 3rd and 9 situation in Denver territory, Mahomes was sacked by Nick Bonito to take the Chiefs out of field goal range. However, the officials threw a phantom flag on Broncos safety Brandon Jones, giving KC a fresh set of downs. The Chiefs wound up winning 16-14 thanks to a blocked game-winning field goal attempt by Will Lutz on the final play. If the officials use their brains and don't throw a flag there, the Broncos probably win. But hey, you do you, refs, you do you. Phantom face mask on Tristan Wirfs Jr. Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers came to Kansas City to visit the Chiefs on Monday Night Football in Week 9, or as we like to call it, a Super Bowl 55 rematch, just without Tom Brady. Not many gave the Bucs a chance in this one. They didn't have their top 2 wideouts, Mike Evans or Chris Godwin, in this game. Plus, you know, it always feels like you're facing the Chiefs and the refs these days when you come to Arrowhead.
I've had so many great people help you win. So who is your favorite ref?
No, all the refs are great, man. All the refs are great. They do the best they can. Go out there and play the game the right way.
Is there one that you give a Christmas card to every year, possibly?
Not that I can remember.
But Mayfield and the Tampa defense played a remarkable first 3 quarters and had the visitors closing in on an upset. Leading 14-10 midway in the 3rd quarter, Bucky Irving picked up 8 yards to set up a 2nd and 2 situation at the Kansas City 20. But hold it! The refs penalized Bucs All-Pro offensive tackle Tristan Wirfs Jr. for a phantom face mask infraction. Here is the clear-as-day video evidence that no such foul was committed. That head-scratching call instead brought up a 1st and 25 situation. Instead of potentially going up 2 scores, the Bucs had to settle for a field goal and 7-point lead. Tampa never led again, with the Chiefs going on to win 30-24 in overtime. Mahomes' strip sack equals roughing the passer. Well, before the Texans were screwed by the refs in the divisional round against Kansas City, they were welcomed with a terrible tasting appetizer 4 weeks earlier. Mahomes was apparently strip sacked, and Henry To'o scooped up the ball for a fumble return TD to put Houston up 2 scores. Wait, hold it, flag on the play. The referees nullified the strip sack and called a roughing and the passer penalty on Derek Barnett. And by roughing the passer, we assume they meant for trying to play defense. Seriously, as usual, Kansas City took advantage and got the go-ahead touchdown on that drive. They went on to win 27-19, though the refs certainly deserve a hat tip for largely deciding the outcome of this game. But what other instances in 2024 did the NFL refs clearly rig a game for the Kansas City Chiefs? Were there any notable examples we may have missed? Let us know in the comments section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, then clicking the like button helps us out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.